I remember the first time I came here 13 years ago. I promised that I would do anything in my power that I would use my experience and knowledge to take Ghana to the World Cup. And I was the happiest man after we succeeded. And I hope that we can achieve great things again. Once again, I'm really ecstatic to be here, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here among you, and I'm looking forward to a good cooperation with everybody here. I want to thank the GFA for giving me this opportunity and people trusting in this idea.
Milovan RAJEVIC has been confirmed as the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars. His two assistants, Maxwell Konedu and Otoado, will help him in his task to qualify Ghana for the World Cup and possibly break our AFCON jinx, 40-year AFCON jinx. We'll get the opinion of some journalists here at the unveiling of Milovan RAJEVIC as the head coach of the Ghana Black Stars. As usual, subscribe if you have not, and click on the notification bell to get more updates. Kono is gone. Our new coach Milovan has returned for the first time since 2010. We are seeing him again at the scene of Ghana football. Your thoughts on the appointment of Milovan RAJEVIC and his two assistants, Otoado and Maxwell Konedu?
My opinion is that at the point where we found ourselves, we needed someone who understands our terrain. And if I were in the shoes of the Ghana Football Association and I was given options, Milovan was always going to be one of those options. Because this was a man who won many admirations. People will say, oh, we are bringing back Milo because of the nostalgia he gave to us. But the bigger question everyone would be asking is, if you need stability, you would only go for someone who provided you some sort of stability. If you go to the hospital needing to undergo through surgery, you will need an experienced doctor to do that. You will not give that to an entrant. And I think the decision of the Ghana Football Association is perfect. Partnering Otoado and Maxwell Konedu. Otoado is quite of a newbie, but Maxwell has been there under Kwesi Appiah, under Evran Grant, under Kwesi Appiah again. So he has seen it all. So I'm sure he's going to be the wings that Milo is expected to ride on, because he's supposed to provide him all the needed information he requires. And I think that it's the best decision that the Ghana Football Association has made. We're all hoping, like the president tasked us to do, trust the process. So we're trusting the process, hoping that when the next round of World Cup qualifiers comes up, the GFA will be proven right with a decision to acquire the services of Milo, Otoado and Maxwell Konedu.
Finally, Milovan still needs an interpreter after 10 years to do the job of interpreting from Serbian to English. Are you quite surprised by that? I know I was surprised by that, but what do you think about that?
I'm not surprised. He's not in English. He doesn't need to go through English lessons simply because he's coming to coach an Anglophone country. It would have suited him better because he will walk away with all the net salary the Ghana is going to give him. But he will take part of it and pay. But I think that it's not a big deal for him not to be able to speak English.
It's not.
I don't need someone who understands English or speaks English to deliver his thoughts for me to be able to do what is required. He couldn't speak English. He took us to the final of the CHAN. He took us to the final of AFCON in Angola, losing 1-0 to Egypt. He took us to the quarterfinal of the FIFA World Cup. If English were to do it, we would have won tournaments with Evram Grant, with Kwesi Appiah and co. But we haven't done it. If you speak a different language and your thoughts are able to be processed and sent through to the players to deliver on the pitch, it is what you need, not your ability to be proficient with the language.
I just feel sometimes things get lost in translation and some things are added. So I feel...
The things are lost and we still win, we are okay.
Thank you, Mufta. Thank you. Thoughts on the appointment?
Well, I think initially I didn't think it was a good choice, but having seen the documentary that they did, I think I've been so overwhelmed by the previous works by Milovan RAJEVIC. Now he's going to work with Maxwell Konedu. He also paid his dues when it comes to the local front. And for Richard Kingston, he's been there with the players. He's been a previous player of Milovan. Well, I'm looking forward to Milovan achieving his target and reaching that 3,000 dollars, as well as helping Ghana reach the World Cup, because as a journalist, not being able to cover the World Cup the last time was very embarrassing, seeing the likes of Nigeria and Algeria at the World Cup. Well, this time we hope to see what we can achieve. My biggest issue has to do with our striking side, because as Samajan is no more, and now we are searching for a good goal poacher. We've had the Ayu brothers try their best, but we are not really enthused, or we are not really impressed with what they've been able to achieve so far. So I think Milo has a lot of work to do. I hope that he's able to scout and get the best striker for us.
Sadiq, welcome to Sahara Football.
Thank you.
Milovan, RAJEVIC, Otoado, Maxwell.
To get Otoado closer to the team whilst he still, attain some level of, top level football certificates there and experience at club side. So once he attains that and has the experience with the Black Stars, maybe in future he can become the head coach of the Black Stars, depending on the input he makes in this particular team. Wasn't a surprise to me. I have known for months that the FA have contacted him and other coaches, so it didn't come as a surprise. But I think that Otoado's appointment is one to look into the future.
He's a future appointment. And finally, 10 years on, Milo still needs an interpreter. What are your thoughts on that? It doesn't matter that much. Don't you think things get lost in translation?
Not really. Football has its own language. So language to me doesn't matter. He's come here was one of the main reasons for his criticisms that we had against him, but he came and proved everybody wrong, so that doesn't even come in it again. He still needs an interpreter. He's a Serbian. He's been working in Saudi Arabia. He doesn't need to speak Arabic. He's been working in Thailand. He doesn't need to speak the Thai language. He's not a polyglot, but the point is that if he comes and he wants to achieve results, even if he's deaf and dumb, Ghanaians just want a result. That's the most important thing.
Thank you very much, Sadiq. So you heard the varied opinions of others about the appointment of Milovan RAJEVIC. As to whether he's the man to rescue Ghana and get us back into contention for the World Cup qualification is another question altogether. But right now, he's at the helm. The best we can do is to support him. We might not agree with the appointment. We might not like it. But if you're Ghanaian, what you want is success. I know that's what I want. Let me know your thoughts on Milovan's appointment. Do you agree what the journalist said about Milovan's appointment? I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.